So what are some top 3 ways, just to pick a number out of the air, to make life better for ourselves and then also for others?
I would say with food, it's really important to try to learn the basics of good nutrition, which is not that complicated. For example, we have overwhelming evidence for the benefits of the Mediterranean diet. And people like to eat that way. That's not, it's not difficult. You can have lots of great food eating according to those guidelines. If there's one thing I'd urge people to do in that area, it's to stop drinking sweetened liquids. If we could just get people to stop drinking sweet liquids, that would put us so far ahead of the curve.
And so that's like soda?
Sodas, but fruit juice also. Soda,
Okay.
Fruit juice, energy drinks, putting sugar in tea and coffee, it's all of that.
What about diet?
I think that the non-nutritive sweeteners, that's a whole other set of problems. Okay. But that's just one piece of advice. Second, I think there's overwhelming evidence of the benefits of being physically active. That doesn't mean you have to go to gyms or work with trainers, but you want to be physically active every day. And I think you want to adapt physical activity as you get older and your body changes. Third, I think it's very important to attend to the harmful effects of stress on the body and mind, and to learn and practice some methods for neutralizing that. There's a wide range of choices. It's everything from listening to relaxing music to doing breathing exercises, which are my favorite, but there's a lot of time and cost-effective methods for that. One of the areas of health that I think is extremely important is relationships with other people, and this gets to your question about helping other people. I think by working on yourself, you are helping other people. That to the extent that you can be healthier and happier, you influence people around you. One piece of advice that I often give to patients and friends is that if you want to have better habits, whether it's of eating, exercise, spend more time in the company of people who have those habits. That it's contagious.
Interesting. You said you're on your Facebook and Twitter on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
You posted a wonderful photo of you and your mom.
Yeah.
And you had a quote from her about, no matter what happens, never lose your sense of humor. What makes you laugh?
Well, she and I used to laugh together a lot, and I think a lot of our laughing was at the ridiculousness of situations. So she said you never lose the ability to see the ridiculousness of life and situations. So that's good advice. I love to laugh. I like funny movies. Other people make me laugh, remembering funny experiences that we've had together. I think that's very good.
Is there anything that you want kids to know about food, learning how to cook?
Oh, huge. I think first of all is how to make kids immune to advertising that makes these really bad foods look attractive. I remember seeing something on Sesame Street years ago that I thought was very clever, of making kids, giving them the idea that foods that are artificially colored are garish and unnatural, that this is not appealing. So I think that's one way. You pick something like breakfast cereals, which is I think a really dismal category of food that's out there at the moment, and a major driver of obesity epidemic and insulin resistance. And you look at the way that's advertised, with animals, cute animals, and sports figures and all that. I think we've got to build some resistance into kids about that kind of advertising.
Well, thank you very much for taking time out of your day to speak with us.
I enjoyed it.
Really appreciate it, and I hope you'll come back sometime.
I would love to.
You'll let us come back,
okay.
Since we came to you.
Sure.
Actually.
Okay.
Thanks very much for being with us. I'm Sarah Garrecht Gassen for Newsmakers. We'll see you next time.